Good morning, students. Welcome to another science lesson. So let's go for today's topic, which is functions of a leaf. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to explain the function of a leaf. Now, in our previous lesson, we learned about parts of the leaf. Remember? Okay. Now tell me, which part of the leaf is this? Yes, this is the petiole. It is connected to the stem. This is the part which connects to the stem, right? Now which part is this? The middle vein, which is the midrib. Good. Now what about these small lines here? They are the veins. Good. What about the flat thin part of the leaf? It is the blade. Excellent. So let's move on to the functions. Now, our food, we already learned that it makes food called photosynthesis, right? But it also have other functions like excrete waste, to remove the waste out of the plant, and also to draw water, which is drawing water and actually removing some of the excess water, which is called transpiration. So first function is photosynthesis, which we learned already. The plant uses the energy from sunlight, carbon dioxide from air, and water from the soil to make the food, which is in the form of sugar and gives out oxygen. And this whole process is making food, which is called photosynthesis. We also learned that the sugar is stored as starch in the plant. Now let's go to the second one, which is excretion. Let's watch a video to understand how the plants excrete or remove waste from their body.
That reminds me.
The third one, which we told, is transpiration. Now what is transpiration? You know that the roots take up the water from the soil, and the water goes up to the leaves by the stem. The stem takes it to the leaves, right? Now the veins in the leaves, it carry the water into all parts of the leaves, and some of the water, it evaporates or escapes from the leaves. Let's watch a video to see that, and then we will watch an experiment to see how we know that plants do respire, how water comes out. So let's study about transpiration. How is transpiration happening? What is transpiration? Now we all know that the water, it's there in the soil, and the roots, with this part of this plant, which is roots, it absorbs the water and nutrients from the soil, and it is given to the stem. Now the stem carries it up to the leaves. We know that, right? Leaves, flowers, and all the parts of the plant. Now what happens is that sometimes there is excess water absorbed. So what happens is that it's lost through the stomata. We told that there are small pores through which the plants breathe. It's called stomata, right? So through these holes, this water can be lost. And this process is called transpiration, where the excess water is evaporated from the leaf. It's called transpiration. Now let's see an experiment how we know that transpiration takes place in plants. So first of all, what you're doing is, it's on 1 p.m. taking a plastic cover and covering a part of the plant and tying it tightly with a string so that no air goes inside. Okay, so there is still air inside the bag, so the plant can use the carbon dioxide from inside. Now the next day morning, you can see water drops inside the plastic cover. Can you see the water drops? Yes, it's so they kept it for a long time. You can see the water drops. So this shows that the water is coming out of the leaves. From where else do the water drops come into the... So by the afternoon, it's like full of water. Now if you remove this cover, this plastic cover, you untie it and remove it, you will see it's like water drops have become too much that it's dripping out of it, especially after 24 hours. You can see lines where the water is flowing down from the cover. So this shows that there is transpiration happening in the plant. Can you see it? The water drops coming out. So this is how we can check, but it takes a long time. That's why I didn't do it in the class. But let's do an activity. Okay, let's do an activity. So I have attached a PDF. I want you to print it and cut out the 2 leaves and the arrows. So you can see one leaf I have half with some circles and things, and one leaf is plain. So the plain leaf is actually the top part. I mean the leaf which you put on the top, and the other leaf is the one which you put at the bottom. Now I want you to glue these 2 leaves, but not the whole part, okay? The down part of the leaf you will glue where there is no, the first leaf has some circles and things in half part of the leaf, right? The other half where you don't have anything, the white part, you will put glue, and then you will paste the top leaf on top of it, and on these dotted lines you will fold like you see in one of the picture here, right? And on these arrows you will write energy from sunlight, water from the soil. So this one you will stick the arrows to the top part, okay? And then also you will stick the arrow for the oxygen going out and carbon dioxide coming in near the stomata. Now the small you can see the hexagon and a circle, that is actually the stomata, and the big oval shape with small circles inside is the chloroplast, which gives the green color, the chlorophyll. So I want you to label that using the two arrows. You can label chloroplast and stomata, and also near the stomata you can put the oxygen going out and carbon dioxide coming in, and also you can show the sugar coming out. So make sure that the arrow points to the correct direction. If it's coming in, the arrow should be in, but if it's going out, the arrow should be out. So you can see from for the sugar which the food makes and the oxygen which is given out, both will come out. And also you can show the water vapor or the water which is going out through the stomata because of transpiration. After that, I want you to go to Pupils book page 35. Let's do what you have learned. A plant's leaf make food for the plant through the process called photosynthesis. They have other important functions too. They blank gases with the air. They exchange gases with air. Draw water through the plant by, what is the process we learned? Transpiration, and then excrete waste. Now the flat part of the leaf is called we learned previous day, remember? The blade. The blank attaches the leaf to the stem. Which part? The petiole. Now the blank is the main vein. Which is the main vein? Midrib. And tiny holes called stomata allows the gas to enter and leave, right? Now I want you to open your notebook. You have already drawn a leaf yesterday. So today you'll just write the date, and you'll write check your progress, and we will do the answer for the first question because second one we did already. And third and fourth, the answers are already given as hint in the bracket, so we are not writing that. So question 1 says describe the function of the plant's leaves. We learned, right? What are the functions? Making food, which is photosynthesis, transpiration, excretion of waste, and exchanging gases. So let's write making food, exchanging gases, transpiration, and excretion. So after that, I want you all to open your workbook, page 17. Question 1 we did yesterday already, and today we are doing the unscrambling the words. So first one is what? Photosynthesis. Second one, these are the functions. Transpiration. Third one, excretion. And the last one is gas exchange or exchange of gases, but we don't have exchange of, so we are writing gas exchange. Now we move to number 3. It says match the definition with these words. So these 4 words we are going to write it in the next one, but we will see the meaning. Allowing gases to enter and leave the plant, it's called gas exchange. Getting rid of waste, it is excretion. Making food from sunlight, carbon dioxide and water, it is photosynthesis. Drawing water through the plant as water evaporates from the leaf surface, it's called transpiration. Good. Now let's go to number 4. How do leaves allow gases to enter and leave a plant? They have holes or pores called stomata. How do leaves excrete harmful chemicals from a plant? We saw in a video in the first day. They die and fall from the plant because all the chemicals get accumulated into the leaf, and these plants will die and fall. Okay, So, with that, we come to the end of today's lesson. Thank you. I hope you really understood the lesson. Bye bye. Take care. See you in the next day.